that are junkies. Junkie females, especially, are abhorrently cruel. They want to use religion to try to manipulate you into thinking they're sweet and innocent and they want to change their ways. No, that's not really how it is. Now, of course, what did I type to her? No wonder y'all look the other way. You're friends with all my predators. And that is the reality of it. These people are drug addicts. Many of these people, Boulder, Colorado ain't that fucking big. These addicts are all friends with each other. They do drugs together. They don't care about anybody but themselves, and any excuse will do. You go to them for help because you're being abused. What am I supposed to do when I'm abused? I'm supposed to go to a friend or family member for help. Turn it in right away. But when you've got fair weather friends like Susan May Dragon Porter, her son Danny Dragon, and of course they're friends with a lot of other predators of mine, no, they're not going to speak up. That may cut them off from their drugs. Susan May Dragon Porter also lives in Broomfield. Where did Natalie live when she got her brains blown out? Broomfield. I don't really feel comfortable being friends with anybody who helps my predators to get away. Whether you are friends with them or not is arbitrary. If I came to you for help and you want to pretend it didn't happen or refuse to come forward about it and then later on throw it in my face, or you want to ignore the help that I need help turning in my predators when I am fucking harmed. But what happens when you go to a woman who's a fucking junkie and doesn't care about anybody but herself? She's not going to fight for anybody's actual rights. You know, I got a lot of friends who their special cause is homosexuals. They think that homosexuals should have a bunch of rights that nobody else has. No. We do need to be mindful of what we're doing. If Chelsea Akins' daughter, who has a penis, is 300 pounds and raped his little sister, is going into your daughter's fucking bathroom, you better be fucking afraid. This is a predator, a very large predator, with a history of doing it to his own family. Like Ted Bollinger. Yes, you need to be afraid of these fucking people. With many of the people that offered to help me, pretty obvious the reason that they fucking didn't, especially when they wanted me to feel sorry for their friends. That's right. Like Todd Ryan Case wanted me to feel sorry for Ted Bollinger. Would have been nice to know that you were friends with Ted Bollinger, motherfucker. You abusing Chloe Pachovis because you were all fucked up on ketamine. That's a fucked up thing to do. To pretend to be my friend, but instead it's an abusive environment, and then of course I'm not allowed to say nothing or I'm a bad person. Susan May Dragon Porter can't hear anything about her friends being abused because they're just being negative. Her excuse for looking the other way while claiming to be my friend, her excuse for looking the other way was what? Because I'm negative? What, you think I'm supposed to say thank you for looking the other way? Thank you for helping my predators? Thank you for pretending to care? I'm supposed to say fucking thank you? I'm supposed to be grateful for what? That you didn't care? I don't know how many times I helped you filthy, nasty son of a bitches out while I was homeless. It's not possible to go back and count. But no matter how good I was to you, when I needed help, you manufactured any excuse that you could to look the other way. You helped child molesters and rapists get away because you're fucking friends with them. You help people who victimized an innocent man and continue to do so. Kind of like those people who want to get involved. Wanted to tell me how to think and how to feel and who to call and what to do. And where to spend my fucking resources, and then they wanted to call that help. Did they help me to turn it in? When I was assaulted, did these people help me turn it in? No, these were their fucking friends. These are the people they do fucking drugs with. This is what makes me an at-risk fucking adult, assholes. My family are fucking drug addicts. These are the fucking people you make me go to. My dad was in prison for 38 counts of cocaine possession with intent to sell. I grew up in the system because my family couldn't stay off the drugs. I grew up with my family teaching me and training me not to trust anybody in my family. Do not trust your Uncle James or your Uncle Matt because they raped Aunt Marcy. Do not trust Grandpa because he raped Mom. Do not trust Uncle Greg because he tried to murder his girlfriend. By the way, she was in a 1985 Pontiac Firebird at the time. That was my first car. Bullet holes and everything. You know what? Don't pretend to be someone's friend if you don't care about them. If you're only their friend when they're happy-go-lucky, see, that's why these people loved me so much on Pearl Street, is because I was good to all of them. I protected all of them. They came to me for help. When everybody else fucking turned them down, they came to me for help. And then they want to fucking forget about it because I'm not fucking happy about being abused. When I go to them for help, they said, hey, if you ever need anything, let me know. I let them know. And what did they do? Talk over me. Try to convince me that I'm a bad person for asking for help. Treat me like I'm a shitty person for speaking out. Pretend like I'm a selfish person because they didn't get what they wanted right when they fucking wanted it. When you guys were in the dumps and things were not positive for you, who did you come to? You came to me. But then when I was going through extreme hell, and it still am, your excuse for looking the other way is that I'm speaking up about it. I'm negative. That's what you want to call it. You've shown me nothing to be positive about. Why pretend to be my friend when you're helping my predators to get away? When you are looking away yourself? When in 6 years of hell, every single one of you, any excuse will work. You will use slander that never happened as your excuse to be a piece of shit. You're not a friend. Get off my friends list. Don't pretend. Do not protect my predators and pretend that you're my friend. You're not. Susan May Dragon Porter, you could have tried to be a good person. You could have tried to be an actual friend, but you chose to be a user and an abuser. And when there was no benefit for you, you wanted to be shitty. Well, there's no benefit to being shitty to me, Susan May Dragon Porter. So you guys who claim to be my friends, you couldn't do anything to help me, couldn't do anything to help me. Well, now you guys can work together. Now you guys can work together like the Bollingers did, like the police did, to try to hide the fact that I went to you for help and you were just shitty people with excuses. You fucking junkies. Good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind. You're also your sister's keeper. But just because it's important to keep them safe doesn't mean that they're the good guys. Just because you look the other way to their crimes and their illicit activities doesn't mean you're real friends.